Good morning, it's day 4. What a morning. Sun's not quite up, but I am really still night, not a breath of wind, but it's just picking up now, interestingly. You can't see that, but there's a tiny speck out here in the water. Must be a boat, quite bright. Just waiting for first light on PB. Yeah, it's actually quite cold now with this wind. I've got the 1, 2, 3 layers. Let's make it 4. But not a lot on downstairs. Mysterious E, made from old plastic barrels buried into the ground. What does it mean? E for end of the road. Hope not. It says 1 more bit to go. This is so cool. That's the shadow of Mount Wylly and Victoria Cross in the background. There's Wylly, Victoria Cross, and there's their silhouettes in the sunrise. How cool. First I thought these were a couple of random rocks, but after I went to Victoria Cross, they actually mark the start. So it's very poorly canned, but you walk between those and you find a little pad and a couple of cans. So good note for next time. Things aren't as random as they seem sometimes. Sometimes when you're just looking at the big mountains, you forget all the small stuff, and I love this coral lichen, the way it just borders everything. It's so whimsical. Yeah, little cushion plants. Here's some more. And, you know, it's not really attached to anything much. Sometimes it just comes away. Oh, there we go. Tuck back in there. Yeah, so cute. And obviously very hardy. Just doing a little bit of a route check. Got my notes here, and we are right about here where the little tent symbol is. So we've got to go down a scrubby descent, up a little hill, more scrub low around, and up to find this. Look at my dirty black fingernail. Kamarooka Moraine, which is named after a bushwalking club in New South Wales. I better clean those nails. And then along the ridge, and then to the foot of Precipitous, and then up the top. So 5 hours to here, and then another 1.5 up is the plan. Another leisurely start. It's about 9:20. Seems to be my standard leaving time no matter what I do, but I haven't rushed around and let the sun try and dry the socks and a few other things. Right, the pack has shrunk a little, which is good. I've got rid of the brain on top, packed that inside. That's going to help in trying to keep it as streamlined as possible for the scrub. Okay, PB, here we come. How good. Here's the route for today. Down into this scrub, up that little hill, down that hill, across the saddle, don't lose the track, up through the scrub to the moraine, along the moraine, and low camp is up here somewhere. I've been going 5 minutes, and if this is a taste of what's to come, it's going to be a long day. Look at this stuff. Oh, that's better. One thing that's really enhanced my enjoyment of hiking is learning a bit more about all of the plants, and then using the iNaturalist app that my mate Nick put me onto. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, and so it's a good distraction from the scrub sometimes when you're walking along and you're noticing all of the different little species. And looking for ones that you haven't seen before, maybe. So focusing on some of that, the smaller stuff, really helps. Popped out for a bit. You can see it's hectic stuff, and plenty more of it to go. But it's actually fine. I went down one little wrong lead. I'd heard that the leads had been blocked off, but this one certainly wasn't. And luckily stopped quite quickly. Super even got lost almost just trying to find my way back. You've really got to look under the plants to the footpath or to the pad, but if there's a bush totally covering it, it's really easy to miss. You can get yourself a little lost, and there's no way you're going through this scrub without a track. No, I'm not. Whoever cut this in the first place, kudos to them. Yeah, you've got to kind of keep an eye on. This is an easy way to lose it, actually, talking on the camera. Unlike RU, on the main high point of the ridgeline, the other track started to wander off, so I turned around. Win one for me. Here we go. Well, there's the first phase done, down that that line and back up to this hill. Took about 50 minutes, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's good progress. Good to just sort of block off sections. And it's getting closer all the while. Excitement builds. Still a pretty good day. Quite hot in the gear, but it's just too scratchy to not have the Gore-Tex on. It's probably too small to see, but I love seeing Federation at the same time. It's awesome. All right, more scrub. Here's a couple of examples of good natured people that have blocked off some of the false leads. Here's the first one. It's fairly obvious, those sticks. I just put that one to be really clear there. Pretty boggy. And you're charging along, and looks like the track, but those sticks that have been placed there are signs that the track is actually here. So that's super helpful. I think a lot of people get kind of lost in this part, and that's what I've heard. And I mean, you can make your way through it. It's not impenetrable, but horrible. I'll probably lose my way talking, so I'll get back to concentrating. Look in here, thought, oh, maybe that's a wombat burrow, but or could be. He's got a nice mossy garden if he has. How the hell moss grows in there? Such little light, amazing. Camera makes it a lot lighter than it is. I think we're getting close through this section, but still in the thick of it so far. Wow, I think we've made it through that section. Came down that hill behind and took it very steady, no mistakes. So that's a good achievement, I think. Probably call that phase 2 done. So next, up to the moraine. Definitely out of the saddle now, and been going about 2 hours 20. Went up to that knob and then through that saddle, so I reckon that's 2 hours 20 for less than 2 Ks. Yeah, it's a bit of a slog, but actually it's fine. And people call it scrub bashing. It's kind of scrub bouncing as you bounce between every bush, and yeah, if you embrace it, it's actually fine. One thing I have learnt as well is the importance of eating really regularly. Lesson learned the hard way through cycling. I'm still not as good at it when I'm hiking, but you need to do it when you're every 30 to 45 minutes. And if you get that little pang of blood sugar going low, you've got to stop immediately and eat it, even if it's not convenient. Or, the mistake I often make is, I'll stop when I get to this point, and even if you're only 5 minutes away, you need to stop, eat, because you're already in deficit, and then you get tired, you make mistakes, you miss a path, you slip, you hurt yourself. So yes, trying to get better at that. So lots and lots of snacks on this trip. Now here's a good size King Billy, probably the first decent one I've seen. I'm on the moraine now, forget the name again. Different kind of slow going through the, climbing over these boulders, and a different view. This is looking out to the north. That's a bit of a no man's land out there. This is a better view of the moraine. Let's have a look. Here it is there, PB getting closer. Nearly time for lunch. Maybe aim for that little high point up there. Should only be 10 minutes. Yeah, right. It wasn't far off, 11 minutes. Looks like a little speedboat, that, or a shoe. I thought it was a can. I think we'll call this lunchtime. Go sit on the speedboat. Skidoo maybe. Oh, that splits hurts. Have a look. My God, what a place for lunch. Oh, excitement is building. But my God, have a look at that. That fills me with a bit of trepidation how you get up there. But I do know, I do know it's always, well, not less steep, but more doable when you're close up than it looks far away. Got the washing out. Yeah, it's pretty soaked through. Wow. Just wow. Have a look. Oh, so close now. It is a big, big mountain. Apparently not affected by glaciation because cliffs are too steep and there are no ledges to catch snow to start them off. I read that yesterday. Now, where the hell you go up to low camp? Yeah. Little waterfall. You can just see in there, and I don't know, could be those gullies or this shallower one near the waterfall. It's got some cliffs in it. I reckon it's this one here on the right. Oh, I reckon it's this one, but we shall see. And there's the coastline. I think we've got some rain coming for that coastal walk. Come on, is this your final defences? Oh. I've had enough scaparia. Oh yes. You think you're there, you get all excited, but not quite. Where's that track? Oh man. Ooh. Come on, PB, you can do better than this. This is low camp. A little bit uninspiring, although you do have this mountain for a view. Took just shy of 5 hours, 450, including half an hour for lunch. So that's on the lower side of Chapman's estimate. He said 5 to 6, so I think that's good going, all things considered. I had good weather and all the false turns were pretty well marked. So now little snack and up there, oh my goodness, heart in the mouth a little bit. It's up through the rainforest for the first bit. Nearly finished, nearly popping out to the sun. Cute little umbrella moss. Hello. Looks like we're heading this way. Yeah, I don't know. But that's my guess for now. Well, looks like we're going as far wide as the waterfall, which is further than I thought. Oh, we'll see. So far, pretty straightforward. Crossed over the waterfall, and so a fair way around to the right from looking down below. Nothing too tricky so far. Maybe this is the crux of it still. It's really like it's like a slippery set of stairs. Let's hope I don't slip to the bottom. Well, you'll be pleased to know I didn't slip to the bottom. That probably was the crux of it. That's sort of basic rock climbing, and I think we're getting fairly near the top. Oh, I reckon that's the steep stuff done. Came up there. Yeah, looks easy. We'll save all the panos from the top. It's like at the end, after 4 days of forest and wind, scrub, rain, wind, scrub, mud, sun, scrub, that PB kind of just gives up in the end and welcomes you with this incredible garden. What a privilege to be here. Well, I guess this is Plateau Camp. It's pretty boggy. Not quite what I was imagining. More like a meadow, but I made my first real stuff up. Like I was in such a happy trance. I saw that, thought, nah, can't be it. Kept going, wandered along, and I found the valley that drops off the other side, which is, I guess, useful for tomorrow. At least I know the way. But then I misread the instructions, or the few notes that I had. Thought it said the head of the valley, which I thought meant the bottom. So I walked all the way down the bottom, which was halfway down. Yeah, mistake, had to come back up. So I'm a bit peeved. But yeah, this is it. I can find a spot to camp. It's only about 10 meters before the crest, and then summit's up there. So just need to decide whether to quickly put up camp and then go have dinner on top. Now we're talking. This is more like a nice camp spot. It is pretty exposed. Wow. I'm going to go for a wander around and check the lay of the land. Wow, wow, wow. That's the way down tomorrow. I've already scoped out one of those gullies. Pretty hectic. And there's the new river leading into the lagoon. It's the Ironbound Range. South Coast Track has to cross, and have a look at those ranges out there. And just poking around. There it is, Federation. All set up on Plateau Camp. And how incredible is Tassie? You can drive an hour and a half from home and then come on an adventure like this. Amazing. I'm going to go for a walk now to the top and have dinner. I've got everything charging, socks drying. I think it's about only 30 or 40 minutes. Let's see if I can manage to find the track this time. "30 years in the waiting since I first saw it, 4 days in the making. Finally here." Oh. Oh well. I'm pretty speechless. My little tent down there. Yeah, there. Oh boy, that's Federation. I love the mountains where they're this colour in the afternoon. And there's New River Lagoon. Wow. Looks kind of daunting for tomorrow. Out to the beach. I love how there's no fake cairn on the top, just this natural highest point. Yeah, you feel like you're just on top of the world. What a place, Tassie, huh? What a place. You can see the route that I've come from. Let me see if I can get my cat finger in the shot. I started here along these 1, 2, 3, 4 hills. That's La Perouse. And then, yep, Pinder's Peak. And came down this ridge. There's Wylly. Out here to Vic Cross, and then all the way on up. I wonder how many k's it is. Not many for 4 days walking. Now that I'm on top of the most dominant feature in the landscape, you kind of suddenly realise you don't get to see it anymore. well, the rest of the view kind of makes up for it. It's such an incredibly still evening, it's amazing. The only bad thing about being up here is my smell. I stink. Plenty of time tomorrow for a bath. That water looks ominously deep to me from here. Chicken cacciatore. Another little coaster it goes. Cozy. Wait 10 minutes. It's a little logbook. 2018. Wow. Not many people make it here. Yeah. 2024. It's only half the book in 6 years.